Hey, welcome to Tim's Workshop. Hey, one of my subscribers asked to show how I had the my mini welder hooked up the power source. So I put this box that I got, somebody gave it to me, so it actually had, instead of a female plug, it had a male plug hanging out of it, and it was a 50 amp type plug. I only needed 30, so what I did is I went to Home Depot and I got 220 volt plug, female plug for this box, and then I wired it up in there. I used the RV cord that I have here. Turn the camera down a little bit. So this is the RV cord, and I have the bracket down the bottom here to secure it so it doesn't put, because this cable's kind of heavy, keep the load off of it. I got it wired up in there and wired to this plug, attached it to the house here. So this is temporary. So I have this RV plug cord going into the house over here, and I'll show you. So I have it going over here. Got it temporarily going into the house like this. I just plug it into the dryer outlet. I just unplug the dryer temporarily and then plug this in while I'm using it for welding, and then unplug it and plug the dryer back in. So I'll take you in and show you how I have that set up. So this is where I have the conduit coming in from the outside, and the RV 30 amp extension cord coming up to the plug that is on the other end for hooking into the dryer outlet. And right above it is the main power box. So this way it's temporary. I don't have to fool with the power box adding another 30 amp breaker. So this makes it simple. So this is the other end of the plug, and what I did, this is the cable coming in from the outside, and what I did is I went to Home Depot and also got this plug for a dryer. Okay, I needed that to be able to hook into the outlet for the 220. So what I did is this is heat shrink. Okay, so I got about 4 or 5 foot length of heat shrink. This is 3/4 inch from Napa Auto Parts, and it only cost like $3 or $4. You know, it's real cheap, and you get a nice good length of it, so you can use it for different projects. But it's based on diameter and how much it shrinks up to. So I was looking for something that was 7/8 in, but not 7/8, 5/8, and they didn't have 5/8, so I had to go to 3/4. But I asked the guy, I said, how much does it shrink up to? And he says it shrinks up to I think he said, anyway, it shrinks up enough to cover this thing real good. So underneath here, when I splice this to the wires on here, which are the same diameter, by the way, I think they're 10 gauge. So what I did is I got 10 gauge yellow heat shrink connectors, butt splices actually, butt connectors, and stripped the ends off of these so they were the right length. Put them in the butt connector, each line into the butt connectors, and then heat shrink those. And then I already had this sitting on the line. Make sure you do that. Yeah, because you don't want to split this in half. You know, you want it all one piece. So always have that on before you start splicing together. And then once those are they were spliced and heat shrinked on, then I used the overall heat shrink to go over the whole thing. And I went over like 1.5 inches here and 1.5 inches here. And then heat shrink that up, and it's all good to go. All right, so I almost forgot to record the other end of the plug so you can see that. And like I say, you know, don't do as I do. Do what is right. You know, make sure if you're not certified electrician, don't be messing with 220 or 110 if you don't know what you're doing. All right. So there we go. That's how I got the temporary 30 amp outlet box hooked up to the outside. That way I'm welding, I don't have all that smoke inside the garage here. I can do all my welding outside. And it's a temporary hookup, so I don't have to do anything with the power box inside the house. I can just plug it into the dryer outlet. Alright, so hopefully this helps you. If you like the video, please subscribe. Leave comments, hit the notification bell, and if you like, give me a like. And please share the videos. Yep, share them with your friends and social media. Thanks.